And we begin the bulletin with breaking news coming in from Tamil Nadu. The idol wing of the CID of the Tamil Nadu police successfully has stopped the scheduled auctioning of a bronze idol of Nataraja by Christie's. The rare variety bronze idol was suspected to have been stolen from Kathar in Thoothukudi district half a century ago. Officers of the special wing came across the auction notice issued by Christie's.com in France, listing a bronze, I quote, Shiva Nataraja idol for auction on Friday at a bid price of 200,000 euros to 300,000 euros. The bronze idol belongs to the Vijayanagara period, 15th to the 16th century. And now, thanks to the timely intervention of the idol wing of CID of the Tamil Nadu police, that auction has been stopped. Varshini, with more details on this. Varshini, what information do you have? We believe that this was a stolen Nataraja idol that was to go down to the hammer. And now, because of the effective intervention of the Tamil Nadu police, that auction is stopped. Over to you.
So apparently this auction was supposed to happen at the Christie's auction house in Paris in France today, and this Nataraja idol, which is a very very ancient bronze idol from Tamil Nadu, was listed for auctioning, and this was supposed to happen today, and the auction amount was somewhere amounted between 1.5 to 2.5 crores in Indian rupees. And this is definitely one of the shocking things that we are learning from these kind of idol theft stories that has been going on for a while in the country. And the idol wing CID police have bumped across this information about how this Nataraja idol has been slated for auction on Friday, and they have submitted the documents, and they have also found a photo of the Nataraja idol from the French Institute in Pondicherry, and they have submitted the necessary proofs so that the French ambassador, Indian ambassador in France was able to immediately take cognizance of this matter and speak with the auction house and immediately try to stop this auction from taking place. Therefore, this rare variety bronze idol of Lord Nataraja has to be brought back to Tamil Nadu, brought back to India, and the idol wing CID police are now trying to figure out, trace the reason how it ended up in France in the first place, and to get hold of this idol to be brought back to India. And the idol wing CID has given out information about how they are going to, take the legal activities, the legal steps in this matter, so that they able to bring back this idol to India. As of now, we learned that the auction has been completely stopped. The auction will not take place, is what the auction house authorities have informed to the Indian ambassador in France. But bringing the idol back to India is the biggest task for the idol wing CID moving forward.
Right, Varshini, and how likely is it, that they will get the support of the concerned authorities in this regard? What are you hearing about that in terms of, tracing? Because this idol was stolen nearly 50 years ago, half a century ago. That's what we've been told. Since then, it must have traveled quite long. How did it end up? Because Christie's is supposed to be a very legal kind of auction house.
Well, definitely yes, Rukma. So the legal, as you mentioned, Christie's is a very famous auction house, and they kind of take artifacts which are only legally bought. And this is the main reason that the idol wing CID is kindly focused on currently tracing the fact how it ended up with Christie's in the first place, and how it was taken, how it was stolen 50 years ago. And the idol wing CID also tells us that the first information report is not procured so far by them. Therefore, they are currently focusing on to find out more information on how it was stolen, when it was stolen, and to trace the direction of how it landed up in France. And we also know that these kind of idols in several countries have been brought back in the past as well. As soon as the prime minister insisted on, bringing back the lost idols, the stolen idols that belong to Indian heritage back to the country, and again, sending them back to the places where they belonged, the temples where they belonged, is one of the biggest motive of the Idol Wing CID, the creation of Idol Wing CID in the first place. Therefore, they have the authority to make sure that they can produce all kind of information, all kind of documents, so that they'll be able to bring back these idols. So once they are able to figure out how this left the Tuticorin district and how it landed in France, and once they are able to produce all kind of documents, then it will be easy for the France government to also, make sure the procedures are done and to return the idol to
Right.
India, and
Varshini,
particularly to.
Varshini, well, stay with us. We'll be coming back to you, but now I have to go across because joining me on the phone line is SG Surya of the BJP. Mr. Surya, very good morning to you. Well, it's good news. We can say the timely intervention of Tamil Nadu police will bring back, most likely. It has stopped the auction as of now by Christie's of this priceless Nataraja idol. But your thoughts in this regard? Because there are many questions that arise. This idol was apparently stolen nearly 50 years ago. How did a stolen idol end up in an auction house like Christie's?
Yeah, and this is not the only case. There are so many idols that have been taken away from the important temples of Tamil Nadu during last 5-6 decades. In the current case, it is very good that the state government approached the Union Home Ministry, which in turn contacted the embassy in France and halted this auction. And as you know, in the last 8 years after Mr. Modi came to power, hundreds of idols from across the globe that were stolen from India were taken back. I'm sure the government will take all necessary steps to bring back this Chidambaram idol from France.
Right. The question also arises that it's been 15 years since that idol has been missing. What was lacking that it could not be traced earlier?
The politicians are also in connivence with all these idol thefts from Tamil Nadu. Ever since the temples that had gone into the control of Dravidian parties, we have been seeing such cases throughout Tamil Nadu. Even now, we do not know how many idols were stolen away from the temples. Whatever we have is only a tentative list. If somebody digs deep into it, there will be 100 more or 1,000 more statues that were, taken away from the temples of Tamil Nadu during the rule of DMK and other parties.
And sir, well, you've said there have been earlier cases of such idols being traced. We don't know really how many such priceless art pieces, artwork, and that have great religious significance also as well, how many of them are circulating out there in foreign markets, in foreign lands. But, how cooperative have concerned authorities been in previous times to return our priceless treasures?
Like you said, the Prime Minister, even in his recent speech, had underlined that we had brought more than 200 idols, some of the idols that are, like 1,500 years old. And the track record for itself shows that during the UPA government from 2004 to 14, less than 20 idols were taken back from the foreign nations. So I think this government is very particular that such stolen idols should be brought back. And also at the same time, it is using diplomacy as the right channel to bring back the idols from across the countries that are being placed. So I think no other government in the past has been as serious as this government in bringing back the antique idols from across the globe.
Right.